Good morning and welcome to this freeform demonstration. I'm Pierre Marshall, nice to meet you. I will show you today how to create an orthèse based on a 3D scan data arm. First of all, I apologize for my English because I'm French, and it's well known French people are not the best one for English spoken. So I will import my arm. It can come from any 3D scanner on the market because Freeform is able to import any 3D scan data. I will import it as a mesh file just to control it, to be sure it's good. It is. Just a small thing here because the man moved when we scan his hand, but no problem because we'll only work on the arm. I will now ask Freeform to convert this mesh file into a digital clay file. Okay, it's done. This is my start point, the arm. I will first ask Freeform to create a piece based on this one, who will be an offset piece outside of my object with a 1 mm thickness. It will allow me to create the orthèse with a 1 mm gap between the arm and the orthèse to make the patient feels more comfortable. The offset piece have been created. Okay. I don't need all the small details on the skin for that. I will smooth the object. I have two options. The first one is the manual smooth. For example, I will show you here. Oops, to remove the default of the scan. It's efficient, it's quite fast, but not enough to smooth all the arm. So I have a second option who allows me to paint a part of the area or all the objects, and in one time apply a smoothing, a global smoothing. Perfect. This will be my main building object. This is my positive one. It will be my plaster, for example. I will duplicate it to create my orthèse. Okay. To draw the shape of the orthèse, I have to have many options. I can use a plane, I can make many things. But I will choose the fast way, who will be to directly on my object, and by constraining the curves on my clay to draw the shape of the orthèse. It's very easy because of the force feedback device. I can touch and feel my object. I will end it here just to have separate curves to show you. It's not the good direction. Control Z, Control Z. I need to go down. If not, it will not be closed. So hop, I will follow the lines of the hand. Turn back. Here. Here. I'm just letting the space to make the patient able to insert his hand in it. Follow the arm. And now let's just close my shape by connecting the points here. Good? Maybe not good, but not so bad. I can edit any points after. Okay, good. Before creating my orthèse, I will refine my clay to be sure I will have enough details if I want to go deep in those details. At any moment in Freeform, you can change the clay coarseness, increasing it or decreasing it, your choice. Here I have a function who allows me to select a closed curve, click inside the area I wish to work with. I will ask 3 millimeters and erase it from the surface. Freeform is calculating all the surface to make a parallel one based on my geometry. On this part, I need a little more flexibility to make me able to open it and the patient gently push his arm here. So what I will do is creating another curve, just roughly, to create another area inside the first one, just here, because the bottom part must be strong. Okay, this is a non-flat area, of course, and I will use a function who allows me to choose any digital image, JPEG, BMP, PNG, maybe this one. Click inside my area. Oof, maybe a little too small. Dip 6 millimeter, good. Okay, if I hide, I will hide my positive offsets. I can change the size, I can rotate it a little, move it, of course. Not so bad. And I will apply it. Good. On the bottom of it, I will need some reinforcement. I will again draw some curve directly on my object. One here. One, let's say, here. And I will ask Freeform to use those curves to create some reinforcement. I will ask 5 millimeters, 8, and maybe not, maybe 12, yes, and applies up to the surface. Here they are. I will now use my smoothing tool, my paint smoothing tool, to just paint around the area. It's easy to follow it because I can touch it, so I know exactly where I am in space. Good. Let's blur a little the limits. Ask for smooth level and smooth it. Good. Oh, I had to remove this part for the finger. I can use a curve, select the curve, ask to detach the parts, blah, 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 but it's too long for me. And because we have a sculpting tool, sometimes it's more fast to use directly a sculpting tool. Good. Maybe, let's have a look, maybe not this size. Yes, why not to smooth a little here inside. And I will now select all my objects, smooth everything for the final smoothing. Not too big one. And smooth. Good. I will now ask my offset, who was my original object, to make a Boolean operation and remove from my orthèse. Okay. And it's finished. Oh, I still have some little parts everywhere, so I will eliminate the dust by selecting my main object, invert the selection, did it, and again my very last smoothing with a small level of smooth, just to be sure I will not have any sharp edge on it. If I hide the curves, If I hide my offset, here is my orthèse. It's ready to be printed. Just File, Export Model, STL file. And let's show the initial arm. I would like to thank you for your attention.